The phone call came on a Tuesday afternoon while I was picking up my daughters from preschool. Why, My sister Lauren's voice had that careful, sympathetic tone I'd learned to recognize over the years. Do you have a minute? Sure. I watched through the window as Sophia, Emma, and Lily played on the colorful alphabet rug, completely absorbed in building a block tower together. What's up? It's about Mom's baby shower next Sunday. I waited. I already knew where this was going. The thing is, Lauren paused. We decided it might be insensitive to invite you. Insensitive. You know. Her voice dropped lower, more gentle. Since you can't have kids, we thought it would be painful for you to be surrounded by all the baby stuff. All the pregnancy talk. Mom didn't want to make you uncomfortable. I watched Sophia help Lily reach a block on a higher shelf. They were identical. Same dark curls, same brown eyes, same determined little chin. Emma, slightly taller, was already planning the next level of their tower. That's very thoughtful, I said evenly. I'm so glad you understand. Lauren sounded relieved. Mom was worried you'd be upset, but I told her you'd get it. You're always so understanding about your situation. My situation. That's what they called it. The polite euphemism for what they believed was my tragic inability to have children. When is the shower? I asked. Sunday at 2. At the Oakmont Country Club. It's going to be beautiful. They do incredible events. Very upscale. Sounds lovely. It really is. Amanda's cousin used them for her wedding. The gardens are stunning this time of year. She paused. Are you sure you're okay with this? With not coming? I'm sure. You all enjoy it. You're the best, Maya. Seriously. Mom's going to be so relieved. After we hung up, I sat in my car for a moment watching my daughters through the window. 4 years old. Smart, funny, beautiful. The absolute lights of my life. My family had no idea they existed. Miss Jennifer appeared at the classroom door, spotted my car, and began helping the girls gather their things. Backpacks, artwork, the stuffed animals they couldn't live without. They burst out of the building moments later, a whirlwind of energy and excitement. Mama, we made butterflies. Sophia held up a paper creation covered in glitter. I can see that. It's beautiful. Mine has purple. Lily announced, climbing into her car seat. Mine has all the colors, Emma declared, clearly considering this the winning strategy. I buckled them in, listening to their overlapping chatter about their day. Mrs. Peterson's turtle laid eggs. Jackson threw up during snack time. They learned a song about days of the week. This was my world. This chaotic, joyful, exhausting, perfect world. And my family knew nothing about it. It hadn't started as a deliberate deception. 4.5 years ago I'd been 29, recently divorced, and my family had been unbearably invested in my love life, or lack thereof. You need to start dating again, Mom would say at every family dinner. You're not getting any younger. If you want children. I don't know if I want children, I'd said once. The reaction had been immediate and horrified. Not want children? What kind of woman didn't want children? Then came the concerned conversations. The articles about freezing my eggs. The suggestions for fertility doctors, just to check. The pointed comments about my biological clock. When my marriage ended, their concern had shifted to pity. It's such a shame, Aunt Carol had said at Thanksgiving. Now she'll probably never have kids. She could still meet someone, Mom had replied. But at her age. They talked about me like I wasn't there. Like I was some tragic figure whose life was essentially over at 29. So when I'd met David at a charity gala 6 months later, when we'd fallen into an easy, comfortable relationship, when I'd gotten pregnant, surprise triplets, I'd made a choice. I didn't tell them. David and I weren't getting married. We were happy as we were, committed partners, devoted co-parents, living in separate homes by choice. It worked for us. But I knew what my family would say. The judgment. The concern. The unwanted advice. So I'd let them believe I was still single, still childless, still struggling with my situation. David supported the decision. Your family, your choice, he'd said. I'll follow your lead. His family knew about us, about the girls. They were wonderful, involved grandparents, supportive, loving. For 4 years, we'd built a beautiful life in what I'd started calling my real world, separate from my family world. The two worlds had never intersected. Until now, apparently. Mama, can we go to the park? Sophia asked from the back seat. I checked the time. 3:30. Sure, baby. For an hour. Their cheers filled the car. Riverside Park was our favorite. Huge, well-maintained with separate play areas for different ages. The girls immediately raced for the swings and I settled onto a bench nearby, keeping watch. My phone buzzed. A text from David. How'd the call with your sister go? Asterisk as expected. Not invited to the baby shower because it would be insensitive. Because of your tragic childlessness? Exactly. Asterisk unbelievable. What are you going to do? Asterisk. I watched the girls playing, heard their laughter carrying across the playground. I don't know yet. Another buzz. This time from an unknown number, but I recognized the area code. My property manager calling from the office line. Maya Chin speaking. Miss Chin, it's Robert from Oakmont. Sorry to bother you, but we have the Lawrence baby shower this Sunday and the client is requesting some last-minute additions to the catering. Oakmont. My country club. The one I'd purchased 6 months ago as my third property acquisition. What kind of additions? They want to add a champagne fountain and upgrade to the premium dessert bar. I told them it would increase the cost by about $3,000, but they said money wasn't an issue. Should I approve it? Is it the shower at 2 p.m.? Yes, ma'am. Lawrence. My mother's maiden name. Took me a second to connect it. Of course. Mom would have booked under her maiden name for the billing. Go ahead and approve it, I said. Whatever they want. Great. Oh, and they asked about extending into the garden terrace. The weather's supposed to be perfect. That's fine. Make sure they have everything they need. Will do. Thanks, Ms. Chin. After I hung up, I sat very still. My mother's baby shower. At my country club. Where I was not invited because of my situation. The irony was almost poetic. Mama. Push me. Lily called from the swings. I stood up, walking over to give her a gentle push. Sophia wanted one too. Then Emma. I moved between them, pushing each in turn, their delighted squeals filling the air. A figure appeared beside me. I looked up and smiled. Auntie Jade, the girls screamed in unison. Jade Martinez, Grammy-winning R&B artist, Billboard chart topper, and one of my closest friends since college, grinned and opened her arms. The girls scrambled off the swings and tackled her with hugs. They're my favorite girls. Look at you getting so big. Jade had been there when I'd found out I was having triplets. She'd been in the delivery room. She was their godmother and a constant presence in their lives, when she wasn't on tour. I thought you were in LA, I said. Flew in this morning. Studio session got cancelled and I missed these monsters. She scooped Emma up. Plus, I heard you had some family drama happening. David told you? He mentioned something about a baby shower you weren't invited to. What's that about? I gave her the quick version while the girls dragged her toward the slide. Wait. Jade stopped walking. Your mom is having a baby shower at your country club and doesn't know it's yours? Correct. And she didn't invite you because she thinks you can't have kids? Also correct. While you're standing here with triplets? You're getting the picture. Jade started laughing. Why? This is insane. Even for your family. I know. What are you going to do? I watched the girls playing, considered the question. What was I going to do? Can I borrow you on Sunday? I asked. Always. What do you need? Maybe just be visible. With the girls. He studied my face. You're going to tell them. I don't know. Maybe. I'm tired, Jade. I'm tired of hiding half my life. Then don't. She squeezed my shoulder. These girls are amazing. Your life is amazing. If your family can't see that, that's their problem. We spent the next hour at the park. Jade played with the girls while I sat on the bench, mind racing. At one point, Jade had all 3 girls on her lap, reading them a story from a book someone had left on the bench. It was such a simple, perfect moment. I pulled out my phone and took a photo. Jade noticed. What are you doing? Documenting. Maya-chan, are you about to blow up your family's entire perception of your life via social media? Maybe. He grinned. Do it. I'll back you up. At home that evening, after dinner and bath time and 3 bedtime stories, after the girls were finally asleep in their shared bedroom, I sat on my couch and looked at the photo. Jade, recognizable to anyone who followed music, with her arms around 3 beautiful little girls. All of them laughing at something in the book. I'd kept my Instagram private for years, only family and old friends following. Occasional posts about work, carefully vague. Travel, solo trips only, generic life updates. Nothing about the girls. Nothing about David. Nothing real. I opened the app and stared at the photo for a long time. Then I typed a caption. Sunday afternoon at the park with my daughters and their godmother. Sophia, Emma, and Lily turn 5 next month. Time flies. Red heart asterisk. My finger hovered over post. This would change everything. Once this went up, the secret was out. No taking it back. I thought about Lauren's phone call. Insensitive to invite you. Your situation. I thought about 4 years of family dinners where they pitted me, worried about me, treated me like something broken. I thought about my girls asleep down the hall. Perfect and real in mine. I posted it. Then I turned off my phone and went to bed. Sunday morning arrived bright and clear. Perfect weather for a baby shower. I woke up to 17 missed calls and 43 text messages. I made coffee before I looked at them. Mom, Maya, call me right now. Lauren, is this a joke? Call me. Sis. Lauren, Maya, answer your phone. My brother Tyler. What the hell? You have kids. Aunt Carol. Those children in the photo, are they yours? Mom. This is not funny. Call me immediately. Lauren. Is that really Jade Martinez? Why is she with your kids? What kids? On and on. Confusion, shock, demands for explanation. I sipped my coffee and didn't respond to any of them. At noon, David came over. He had the girls every Sunday afternoon anyway. Our standing custody arrangement. You really did it, he said, pulling up the Instagram post on his phone. I really did. How are you feeling? Surprisingly calm. He hugged me. Good for you. We'll have them back by 6. Actually, I said slowly. What would you say to a small detour this afternoon? His eyes widened. Why, the shower starts at 2. Gardens are open. Public space. You want to crash your mother's baby shower with our triplets? When you say it like that, it sounds dramatic. He grinned. I'm in. Let's do it. Oakmont Country Club sat on 40 acres of pristine property. Rolling lawns, championship golf course, elegant event spaces. I'd purchased it 6 months ago from a retiring owner who wanted to ensure it stayed family-focused and community-oriented. My management team ran it beautifully. I mostly stayed in the background, making strategic decisions, attending quarterly meetings. I'd never actually attended an event there as a guest. Until today. David pulled up to the main entrance at 2:47 p.m. The baby shower would be in full swing. Last chance to back out, he said. I looked at the girls in the back seat, dressed in matching sundresses. Their choice, they loved coordinating. I'm sure. We walked through the main building and out to the garden terrace. I could hear the party before I saw it. Laughter, music, the clink of champagne glasses. The gardens were decorated beautifully. Blue and white everywhere. Mom was having a boy. Balloons, streamers, elegant table settings. About 50 guests mingled around the champagne fountain Robert had mentioned. I spotted Mom immediately. She was radiant, her baby bump visible under a flowing dress, surrounded by friends and family. Lauren stood beside her, phone in hand, looking stressed. We stepped onto the terrace. It took about 15 seconds for someone to notice us. Aunt Carol saw us first. Her eyes went wide. She grabbed Lauren's arm. Lauren looked up. Saw me. Saw David. Saw the 3 little girls holding our hands. Her face went completely white. The color drained so fast I thought she might faint. Mom, she said, but it came out as a whisper. More people were noticing now. Heads turning. Conversations stopping. Mom followed everyone's gaze and saw me standing there. Why, Her voice carried across the terrace. What are you doing here? We were just walking through the gardens, I said calmly. The girls love the fountain. I watched her process the words. The girls. Her eyes dropped to Sophia, Emma, and Lily. Who? She couldn't finish the sentence. These are my daughters, I said clearly. Sophia, Emma, and Lily. They're 4. The silence was absolute. Your daughters, Mom repeated slowly. Yes. You have children. Yes. 3 children. Triplets, actually. They'll be 5 next month. Lauren found her voice. This is impossible. You can't, we didn't know. I supplied. I know. My brother Tyler pushed through the crowd. Maya, what the hell is going on? I'm introducing you to your nieces, I said simply. Sophia, who was braver than her sisters, looked up at my mother. Are you grandma? Mama said we have another grandma. Mom made a strangled sound. Can someone please explain what is happening? Aunt Carol demanded. I took a breath. 4 years ago I met David. We started dating. I got pregnant with triplets. We decided not to get married but to co-parent. The girls were born 5 weeks early but healthy. We've been raising them together ever since. 4 years. Mom's voice was rising. You've had children for 4 years and you never told us? That's correct. Why? Because you made it very clear that my life choices wouldn't be acceptable to this family. That's not, we never. Mom, you spent 2 years telling me I was running out of time to have children. That I needed to find a husband. That my divorce meant I'd probably die alone. When I tried to tell you I wasn't sure I wanted the traditional marriage and kids route, you looked at me like I'd said I wanted to join a cult. Her face flushed. That's not fair. Isn't it? When was the last family dinner where someone didn't pity me for being single? Where someone didn't mention my biological clock? Where someone didn't treat me like I was broken because I wasn't married with children? We were concerned, Lauren said. We love you. You loved your version of me. The tragic single one who needed your pity and advice. David's hand found my back supportive. Emma tugged on my hand. Mama, can we see the fountain? Every head swiveled to look at her. In a minute, sweetheart, I said softly. Tyler was shaking his head. This is insane. You've been lying to us for 4 years. I haven't lied once. I just didn't share every detail of my life. That's the same thing. Is it? Because the way I remember it, I tried to share things with this family and got nothing but judgment. So I stopped trying. Mom had tears in her eyes now. These are my grandchildren. You kept my grandchildren from me. The guilt of that hit harder than I'd expected. I know. How could you do that? How could you not invite me to your baby shower because you thought it would be insensitive, given my tragic childlessness? I shot back. While I have 3 daughters at home? Lauren's face went red. I was trying to be kind. You were trying to manage your discomfort with my life. There's a difference. Excuse me. A new voice cut through the tension. Robert, my property manager, had appeared at the edge of the terrace. He looked uncomfortable but professional. I'm sorry to interrupt, he said. But Miss Chin, we have a situation with the event billing that needs your attention. Every single person on that terrace turned to stare at Robert. Miss Chin, Mom said slowly. Robert's eyes widened as he realized his mistake. I'm sorry. I didn't realize you were. I can come back. Wait, Tyler said. Why is the country club manager calling my sister Chin and asking about event billing? Robert looked at me. I nodded. Because Miss Chin owns Oakmont Country Club, he said carefully. I'm her property manager. The second revelation hit like a bomb. Owns. Lauren's voice was barely audible. Yes. She purchased the property 6 months ago. Why, Mom's voice shook. Is this true? Yes. You own this country club. And 2 other properties. A boutique hotel downtown and a conference center. The words just hung there. So when you said... Aunt Carol trailed off. When I said what? I prompted. You work in property management. We thought you meant you were a manager. Not the owner. You assumed. I didn't correct you. The cost of this shower, Mom said faintly. The $3,000 for the upgrades. Was paid to my business, yes. You look like she might be sick. You're telling me, Tyler said slowly, that you've been secretly rich, secretly a mother, and secretly a business owner, and you just let us think you were struggling? I let you think what you wanted to think. You all made assumptions. I didn't fight them. Sophia was getting restless. Mama, I want to go. Okay, baby. I looked at David. Take them to the fountain. I'll be there in a minute. He nodded, shepherding the girls away. They went willingly, excited about the water feature. When they were out of earshot, I turned back to my family. Look, I said quietly. I know this is a lot. I didn't plan for it to come out this way. How did you plan for it to come out? Mom demanded. Or were you just going to keep lying forever? I wasn't lying. I was protecting myself. From your family? From your judgment. Your expectations. Your need to control my life. We don't. Mom, you're having a baby shower and you didn't invite me because you thought I couldn't handle being around babies. You never asked if I had children. You assumed I didn't and it fit your narrative so you didn't question it. The truth of that seemed to hit her. This is unbelievable, Lauren said. All those family dinners where we felt sorry for you. I never asked for your pity. You let us pity you. Because it was easier than fighting you every time you made assumptions about my life. Robert cleared his throat. Miss Chin, I really do need that signature on the. Robert, please. Not now. But the. Whatever it is, handle it. I trust your judgment. He nodded and retreated quickly. My mother was crying now. Those little girls. They're beautiful. Thank you. They called me Grandma. Sophia's very literal. I mentioned you were their grandmother. But I've never met them. They don't know me. No, I agreed. They don't. And whose fault is that? Her voice broke. Both of ours, I think. Tyler ran his hands through his hair. This is the most messed up thing. I don't even know what to say. You don't have to say anything. I just wanted you to know the truth. 4 years late. Better late than never? He laughed, but it sounded slightly hysterical. Across the garden I could see the girls playing by the fountain with David. They were laughing, splashing their hands in the water. Completely oblivious to the family drama unfolding 50 feet away. I should go, I said. Go. Mom's voice was sharp. You just dropped a bomb on my baby shower and you're just going to leave? This is your day. Your celebration. I didn't come here to ruin it. Well, you did. I'm sorry. And I meant it. I really am. Sorry doesn't fix this. I know. Lauren was crying now. How are we supposed to just... What happens now? I don't know, I admitted. That's up to all of you. Up to us? Tyler exploded. You're the one who created this mess. I created it by living my life privately. You created it by never asking real questions. That's not. Tyler. Mom's voice was tired. Stop. He fell silent. Mom looked at me for a long moment. I don't understand you right now. I thought I knew my daughter and now I find out I don't know you at all. Maybe you never did. The words came out harsher than I'd intended, but they were true. She flinched. I have to go, I said again. David and I need to get the girls home for dinner. When? Mom's voice cracked. When can I see them again? The girls. I hesitated. I don't know. Maya, please. They're my grandchildren. I know. And we'll figure something out. But not today. Today you have a baby shower to finish. I walked away before she could respond. Before any of them could say anything else. David had the girls ready when I reached the fountain. He took one look at my face and nodded. Let's go home. We walked back through the gardens, through the country club, out to the parking lot. The girls chattered happily about the pretty fountain, the flowers, the butterflies they'd seen. They had no idea they'd just met their grandmother for the first time. No idea they'd been the catalyst for a family explosion. They were just happy, normal 4-year-olds who'd had a fun afternoon at a pretty garden. In the car, David reached over and squeezed my hand. You okay? Ask me tomorrow. He smiled. Fair enough. My phone was already buzzing again. More calls. More texts. More family members demanding explanations. I turned it off. Tomorrow I would deal with it. Tomorrow I would answer questions and have hard conversations and navigate the aftermath. But tonight I would go home with my daughters. Make them dinner. Read them stories. Tuck them into bed. Tonight I would be present in my real life. The one I'd built, the one I'd protected, the one that made me happy. The secret was out now. For better or worse, my family knew the truth. And maybe that was exactly what needed to happen.